Ezekiel Ansah seems all but destined to leave the Detroit Lions for the greener pastures of free agency, and when it happens, the team that chooses to shell out the cash for Ansah next could be in for a rude awakening thanks to his position in the market as a free agency risk. Recently, Bleacher Report took a look at the biggest risks in free agency, and writer Gary Davenport had Ansah cracking it thanks to his injury history and everything else considered. Here's a look at what Davenport wrote: high-end pass rushers don't often make it to free agency. But over the past 3 seasons, Ansah has missed 14 games with an assortment of injuries. He has just 18 sacks over that span, and with 12 of them coming in 2017, well, you do the math. Ansah bottomed out last year, missing over half the season and getting to the quarterback just 4 times. General manager Bob Quinn admitted to Dave Burkett of the Detroit Free Press that Ansah's down year clouds his future with the franchise. Part of that is the medical, Quinn said. Part of that is the, how long is he going to be out? What do we think when he gets recovered? Is he going to be the same? So all these things kind of factor in, so I don't have an answer today. I'll say this about Ziggy. Ziggy fought through some things this year. Ziggy's extremely tough, and I'm proud of him being a Detroit Lion because he, like Matthew Stafford, he played through some things that a lot of guys wouldn't, and I appreciate that. Here's the thing, though, while the Lions might not be willing to invest a fat chunk of change in Ansah, some team like the Jets or Raiders swimming in cap space and hard up for edge rushers will. Those teams are playing with fire. The oft-injured defensive end signed a hefty $17.1 million extension in Detroit prior to this season, but it's clear that thanks to more injuries, he might have played his final game with the Lions already. And that could be even more true given this number and Detroit's potential desire to move. The Detroit Lions are pushing into the off-season. Stay up to date with everything. Take 5 seconds to sign up for our free Lions newsletter now. These past few seasons, many Lions fans have been frustrated with the fact that Ansah was rarely on the field during the year. Ansah, though, understands that frustration and says that it's not frustrating for him because he understands it's coming from a place of love with the fans, who merely want to see him out on the field playing again. Yeah, I get it. That only tells me how much love they got for me. They just worry about if you can come out here and play. I come out here every single day just to get out there and play, Ansah said honestly a few months ago before his latest injury. Ansah was playing out a critical season, given plenty of injuries have slowed down the better part of his last 2 years on the field with Detroit, even though he's still been fairly effective. That kicks in some risk for the Lions if they were to do a longer-term deal without seeing how Ansah responds, because they would then be on the hook for him. This offseason, Ansah had a procedure to clean out his troublesome knee, and looked ready to go on that front before this new shoulder injury slowed him down and another one knocked him out late. Regardless of that, and the fact that Ansah is still a Pro Bowl talent when completely healthy, it's worth it to wonder if he's injury-prone and will be someone the Lions will choose to move on from as a result when all is said and done next offseason. With it likely they do, someone else might be taking one of the biggest risks of the free agency period with the player.